Humans have always been captivated by new discoveries. It's that lure of light that shows that the world holds more secrets and propels us towards further advancement. But what if light could come from a place devoid of it? An unwelcoming place that threatens our life every second we go deeper. Perhaps delving into the study of creatures that astonishingly adapted to this harsh existence holds a secret that could revolutionize everything. We're going to dive into the depths of our oceans. In our minds, there are all kinds of bizarre and terrible monsters that inhabit the depths. And the blobfish is one of them. In fact, it was selected in 2013 as the ugliest fish in the world. It surely wouldn't win a beauty contest. Sacroludus marcitus appears as it does when it is out of the water because of its tendency to live between 600 and 1200 meters beneath the surface. The way things work differs from ours. It's an area where the pressure may be more than 100 times greater than at the surface, and it's difficult to conceive what would happen to it without its gelatinous skin, absence of strong bones, and presence of thick muscles that would otherwise keep its body together. Now we're going to dive down to meet another creature. Our journey begins at a depth of 600 meters, which is part of the twilight zone, where less than 1% of the surface light is still present. You can probably guess that your vision down there is worse than that of a mole, and yet, in this darkness, that would make anyone with nyctophobia faint. In the North Pacific, you could encounter a species known as the barrel-eye fish. Its special feature is its eyes, which are structured in a way that allows them to collect every photon they encounter. By the way, try to guess where its eyes are located. If you said the small spots that give it a sleepy look, I'm sorry, those are its nostrils. Its eyes are those huge balls above them. One might question why this 15-centimeter fish, bearing a resemblance to an airplane cockpit, the barrel eye is looking upwards through its skull. It's because its objective is to spot the shadow of a prey that is more visible in the clear water above it. Clever, right? It also uses bioluminescence in their bellies to blend in with the remaining sunlight. The barrel-eye fish has an additional trick. Its large green balls, which are actually yellow due to a special pigment, help it differentiate between sunlight and its own bioluminescence. Once it identifies its prey, this fish, known for hovering motionlessly, accelerates towards it with surprising speed. Its upward-facing eyes also provide protection from potential predators below by quickly retracting into its head. In addition to the barrel-eye fish, there are siphonophores, which are living nets capturing various animals with their stinging tentacles. Due to their spiky appearance, these siphonophores don't bother the fish too much when they come back. While we can't blame them too much for avoiding a return, eating in the depths is complicated. The absence of light means bidding farewell to photosynthesis, which is essential for the food chain. This challenge begins in the twilight zone, where it becomes increasingly difficult. While many species compensate with marine snow, which is organic debris from above, others are not fond of it. They simply don't like it. Additionally, considering that marine snow includes feces, among other things, it's understandable. This is why some species, like the goblin shark, found in the Pacific, Atlantic, and Indian Oceans, rely on their mouth as an alternative feeding strategy. This predator, which lives up to 1,300 meters, relies on its dislocated jaw because once it detects its prey, through its Lorenzini ampullae, which are mini receptors on the snout of sharks that actually detect the electrical fields of other animals, it activates in feeding mode because its jaws are capable of extending up to 9.4% of the length of its own body, and it has a speed of 3 meters per second. So this projecting jaw thing is a strategy that, in this limited pantry, would prevent it from missing its target. And let me tell you, it's far from being the only one with cool strategies like that, because at around 1,000 meters, we encounter a variety of fascinating and bizarre creatures. One such example is the vampire squid. Despite its eerie name, this deep-sea dweller is not a true squid, nor a vampire. It possesses a unique adaptation where it can invert its webbed arms, creating a cloak-like structure around its body. This gives it a ghostly appearance and serves as a defense mechanism against predators. Additionally, its bioluminescent organs produce a dazzling display of light, which can confuse or distract potential threats. Descending further into the darkness, we reach the depths of the abyssal zone, where extreme conditions prevail. Here, the pressure can reach several hundred times that of the surface, and temperatures hover just above freezing. Yet, life has found a way to thrive even in these extreme circumstances. One extraordinary creature that resides in these depths is the anglerfish. These peculiar fish have a modified dorsal fin that acts as a bioluminescent lure to attract prey. The illuminated lure dangles in front of the anglerfish's toothy mouth, enticing unsuspecting victims to approach, only to become a meal themselves. Another fascinating resident of the abyssal zone is the deep-sea hatchetfish. These small silver fish have a distinct body shape with an elongated body and large upward-facing eyes. Their unique physiology allows them to adjust their buoyancy and position themselves at different depths in the water column. They also possess bioluminescent organs along their undersides, which they use to camouflage themselves by emitting a dim light that matches the ambient light from above. This adaptation helps them blend in and avoid detection by both predators and prey. As we continue our descent into the depths, the environment becomes increasingly hostile. The organisms that inhabit these extreme depths have evolved remarkable adaptations to survive the lack of light, extreme pressure, and scarce food resources. From gelatinous and translucent creatures to bizarre shapes and bioluminescent displays, the deep sea holds an astonishing array of life that continues to fascinate and challenge our understanding.